Hello, Matt Yankee here, Greenhouse Manager at the University of Minnesota Duluth. Back again today with another video. Today we're going to talk about mixing soil, specifically the soil mixture that we use for most plants here in the greenhouse, so stay tuned. Okay, so our standard greenhouse soil mixture kind of starts with this topsoil loamy material that we have delivered into this large trough. We load it in this big trough. And you can kind of see it has some pretty large clumps in it. It might have some rocks in it. So really the first step is to sift out the big clumps and rocks so we have a finer textured loamy material. Okay, so we have transferred that sifted soil into a soil sterilizer, the ProGrow Electric Soil Sterilizer Model SS5. And basically this is just an electric metal box that heats the soil to varying degrees of temperature. Right now it's at 160 Fahrenheit. And the goal of this is to kill any pathogens that might be present in the soil, perhaps kill any weed seeds that we don't want sprouting up in our pots, and it's just kind of the first step. So we heat it up, and one thing you want to do is wet the soil thoroughly. There's no bottom to this, so you kind of know it's thoroughly saturated if it's leaking out the bottom. That allows the heat to conduct better, and we usually cook the soil in this sterilizer for just a couple hours, and then we're ready to finish the mix. Here's some soil that we had already sterilized in the electric cooker, and we're going to begin mixing. So this is just, once again, that sifted loamy, topsoily stuff that we had in that trough that we, of course, sifted and then cooked, and now it is in this trough here, and we're going to begin the mixture. Now there are basically three major things we add to this to complete the mixture: peat moss, perlite, and vermiculite. So now we're going to add it and then mix it up. So here is our peat moss, and we're going to use this red, approximately 2-gallon volume bucket to kind of measure out our different ratios, and we'll add the peat moss first. Now I will say it's not a bad idea to wear a N95 face mask for protection. Some of this fine particulate matter, this dust associated with these various horticultural products, can be a respiratory irritant, so it's not a bad idea to wear a mask. Next up is vermiculite, and we're going to add 2 buckets of this. And then we're going to add 1 bucket of perlite to our mixture. So those are our basic components there. Just to refresh, we have 1 soil cooker's volume worth of a loamy topsoil material. We have 1 bucket of peat moss. We have 2 buckets of vermiculite, and then 1 bucket of perlite. Now we're going to mix it together. Okay, so that's pretty much the mixing process here. Kind of see what a final product looks like. And there are a few other things we do add to our specific mixture. We add a nutrient solution that we just kind of water into the soil to provide it with kind of a nutritious base. We also add a small quantity of lime, and that's kind of just to buffer the pH a little bit. You know, the water you use, the soil you use in your area is going to differ, so you'll just want to maybe get that tested and find what works for you in your environment. But these are the basic components of our greenhouse soil mixture. Once again, it's a loamy topsoil base, perlite, vermiculite, and peat moss, a little bit of nutrients, some lime to buffer the pH, and that's our soil mix. So thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions or comments, please comment below, and we'll see you guys next time.